this iFam. I'm gonna paint. Look, it's a canvas. Isn't that awesome? It is. I know it is. I was given the colors for this specific painting. I was requested to use orange, blue, and purple. So I got my orange, my blue, and my 2 purples. Okay. So when I was looking at these colors selection, I'm gonna use these 2 brushes, by the way, a little skinny and wide. I was thinking maybe a blue background and like an orange guy with some purple like eyeballs and stuff. So I'm gonna start with the orange. This is a weird angle to be painting because I'm like kind of like over here, but this is the best I could figure out how to frame this without, I don't know, it's the best thing I could do. So we got our orange, because I can fill in the background of the blue guy later, or the background of the blue later, but I want to draw the orange guy first, because he's the guy, right? I've never painted on canvas before, by the way. I have painted with acrylic, but not on canvas, which is why this might be a little weird. I think that's her head right there. And then we bring his body down. Grab some more orange. Yeah, this is not easy to keep a steady hand at this angle, oh my god. Why did I do this? This was a bad idea. Okay. We kind of got his general shape, I think. I have a lot of orange, and I want to use all the paint that I have put into my thing, just so I don't waste. That's how I like doing it. All my other paintings, whenever I put paint on them, I just put the paint straight on the thing, because those are all made of like palettes, right? Like in class, we would have these little paper slabs we would put the paint on, and then I would take other people's like pieces of paper and then take the paint that's on them, and then make a painting on the palette. And I think that's pretty cool, but I'm not in class right now, so I'm doing my own paint. And obviously the thing that I have the paint in cannot really be used as paint. It is made of plastic. This is not proper form, but it is paint. Okay. I think you need some limbs, don't you think? So let's do that. I will extend one leg. Two. This looks not great, to be honest, but it's okay. Give him another foot. There. That looks not bad, you know? It's looked worse. Okay. Guy's legs. Let's give him some arms, maybe. How about that? Down. No, he doesn't need fingers. Oh, actually, that looks fine. And then the other arm can go like up. He has 4 fingers on the other hand, so I'll go more 4 fingers on this one too. Right there. Okay. Kind of fill in the blank area there. So far, so good, I would say. He's looking pretty sick, I think. I'm gonna make this arm a little thicker to match the other one. Just a little bit. Don't make it too thick, or else everyone will laugh. Well, they're probably already laughing, but like, you know, don't worry about it. Okay. Do I want to give him a lower jaw, or do I want the mouth here? Because I could go like down and then have the mouth open, or I could leave it like it is. I kind of like how it is right now, so I think I'm gonna leave it and move on. Just finish off his collar here. Maybe his head will be purple. What do you think? Okay, wait. Hold on. Let me just re-outline what I got going on over here. Okay. Make these peaks a little taller. And go deeper into that face. Okay. He's looking pretty good. I hate to say this, I'm gonna water my brush, get all the orange off so I can move on to something else. I'll probably come back to doing the orange because I still have a lot of orange left. But I think it's okay now. Actually, I want to make that other foot longer maybe. I'll come back to it. But for now, I'm gonna start filling in the background with the blue. And I'll probably accidentally do some bad stuff while doing this. It's okay. It's all part of the artistic process, you know. Coming down. Guys. So I was kind of worried about that happening, to be honest, because this thing doesn't seem very stable. But I don't really have another option, so I'm just gonna put it back and act like it's okay, when it probably will do that again, and I'll be really upset about it. Okay, so we kind of messed up that foot. It's okay, because we just make it look like it was always supposed to be like that. I'm very worried about it falling again now. I was worried about it before I started recording, but then it didn't fall for that long, so I was like, okay, it's probably fine. Now I'm worried. Now I, don't want it to do that. Okay. Let's keep going. Yeah, I'm just gonna fill in the background with blue. That will kind of solidify his outline permanently, which means I kind of just gotta be happy with it. But that's fine, because I can cover up more of it with blue to make it look more like I want. So I can only reduce rather than add now, but that's neither here nor there, you know. That's just how it goes. My hair is also falling in my face, so I can't see, but that's okay as well. I'm gonna cover up this foot a little bit if I could, to make it look more like the other one. I kinda did an okay job there, actually. To be honest, I think that looks fine. In terms of making it look like the other one. I mean, it's obviously smaller, but it's perspective, you know? I've taken an art class, okay? I'm basically a genius when it comes to this kind of stuff, so don't question what I'm doing. Unless you want to. Then you can, but I wouldn't recommend it, you know? So, say what you will. But this looks pretty good to me. Legit. I'm having a great time. If I wasn't painting at, the most awkward angle ever right now, I think it would be better. But we're in too deep at this point to do anything about that. You know? I already have my thing all set up and stuff, so just gotta keep going. I'm constantly holding the portrait now because I'm scared it will fall. Because it will. It has. It's not trustworthy. I'm gonna adjust it. Well, I'm gonna try to adjust it. Didn't work, by the way. You know, I'm really lucky it hasn't face planted onto the ground either time that it fell. It kind of just fell. Get this thing out of here, honestly. We're just gonna do this now, guys, okay? You ready for this? Holding it steady right now. Low-key, this might be better. Have you considered that? this is actually the play. I think it might be. It just might be. Need more blue. This is taking a long time because I'm being very careful not to ruin literally everything. Well, I'm kind of am ruining everything, but it's not my fault, you know. As wise people always say, nothing's ever my fault, so don't blame me, okay? Thoughts? I think it's true. Okay. So we're filling pretty well so far. It's not very even in terms of the thickness of the blue in some areas, but that's why I have a lot more blue left, okay? That's why we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it great. And everyone's gonna love this guy. He will get a name at the end, but I haven't figured it out yet, so I gotta see him for who he is before I can truly give him a name, you know? I think that makes sense. That's how most people do. Actually, that's not how most people do, but that's how cool people do. Change your name to what you want it to be. How about that? Don't let parent or whatever, random people, just decide, oh, your name's gonna be Joshua. My name's not Joshua, to clarify. But if it was, I probably wouldn't do anything about it, to be honest. But you could change it if you wanted to. I know this kind of sucks because I'm like hiding it from you guys. So now I'm leaning up against this to make it look better. What do you guys think about the music in the background, by the way? I got Skeletal Ambiguous playing. I know, my fan does not like it. It gets pissed off, but it's okay. So far, we're gonna go up by this arm now, the one that's raised, I think. Actually, I lied. I'm gonna keep going by this one. I wanna finish what I started, you know. I could have left open some white for some detailing in the background. I didn't do that. Well, I mean, I literally still could. I'm not done coloring, but I already made the decision not to, so I'm not going to. I just realized that I messed up his arm. I'm gonna have to fix it. I just realized I could have been using the thicker brush for the background for all this time, and it would have been way better. I'm gonna use the rest of the blue on this brush, and then I'm gonna switch because that was dumb. Okay. Dip. Let's take out our classy, slightly thicker brush for some background painting. Booyah. Don't drip paint everywhere. Okay, thanks. Thanks, me. The classic Vantacyan blue background. You know, it looks pretty dang. What's that word that old people use? Snazzy? Yeah, that one. I was trying to think of it, and I couldn't, and then I did. Are you proud? Like, can I get a round of applause, perhaps? For the fact that I just thought of a word that I was trying to think of? I feel like it's pretty impressive. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Let's go back to the other side now. So I realized that I was using the small brush to actually do the outline. And now I'm stupid because I'm using the big brush and I can't do small details like that. Don't worry about it, guys. Calm down. You know, it's not even that big. It's not that big of a deal. I'm just gonna do this and then switch back to the small one, you know? And then everything will be alright. This is a long video. And it'll be even longer because I haven't even done his face yet. That sounds slightly concerning. You know what I mean. I haven't painted his face yet. And I'll have to fix that arm, like I said before. But that's fine. I'm not worried about that. That's the least of my worries right now, to be honest. Honestly, using the edge of the brush to do these lines actually looks pretty good. So maybe I can do the details without switching back to this other one. maybe it's a bad idea, but I think I'm just gonna do it. That doesn't even look bad though. No? Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like I'm kind of cooking. Slash SRS? Or slash J? I don't know. I'll decide whether or not I was kidding after I actually finish it. And I'll be like, oh, yeah, I meant for it to be bad, or I meant for it to be good. No one knows except me. I'm sure you guys can already tell what I'm doing here. And that's making a painting. It's true. That part is almost certainly the case. Everything else is up for debate. We're almost done with the background, which is exciting because I don't like doing the background. It's boring, but it has to be done to make a good painting, you know. Nothing else. Some of my paintings don't have backgrounds, actually. They have a lot of white space because, like I said, I only use the paint that was given to me, so I have to use only as much as I had, and that didn't always leave room for a color to be used as a background. Which honestly, again, the limited nature of making those is actually pretty cool. I would tell you to try it out, but I don't really know how you would. Because, you know, like I said, I used other people's stuff. A way you might be able to do it is just, like, take one of those little paper palette things, just splatter a couple colors of paint on there, and then just paint on it without like having direction. Just have someone tell you a couple colors, put it on there, and see what happens. I'll have you know, the colors that I'm using in this painting were recommended to me. I asked a good buddy of mine, my best buddy in fact, hey, what color should I use for this paint? And he's like, how about a blue, how about an orange, and how about a purple? And I was like, okay, I see what you're going for here, I see. Gumball, Darwin, and the purple one, yep. Bonnie, no, he's blue, technically. Lorelei, okay, so, like, everyone says that FNAF 1 Bonnie is purple, right? And he kinda is, but Scott also, like, said that Bonnie is blue, so, like, what do you mean? Which one? Which one is it? I believe that the thing is just the light. Okay, I'm getting this so distracted and not showing you guys the painting. I believe it's just like the lighting of FNAF 1 makes him look purple when he's actually blue, question mark? Don't quote me on that. Which I guess makes sense why the rabbit wouldn't be purple. Because we already got a purple guy who's related to rabbits who is not Bonnie. He's actually, he's actually related to Yellow Rabbit though. But it's the same. Same old character, technically, kind of. Not really. We kind of have the background done. I'll come back to it probably just to fill in any spaces that look kind of weird. But I think we're finally going to get to his face and use that purple that I have not used yet in the almost 20 minutes I've been painting this. Ugh, oh my god. Okay. Getting all the blue off my brush so I don't waste every drop. It'll make it look fuller anyway. Don't lie, it definitely will. Getting these edges. I think that's the best we're gonna do with what's left on this brush. And I think it looks pretty good. So we're gonna switch back to the other brush now. Okay. First of all, let me take the orange just a little bit to fix this arm. Okay. It's gonna look a little weird, but it's the only thing I can do is just repair. Put the paint over it. Try to get a blob on there to make it cover it. It didn't work. I'll try again. I know it would be better if I just let it dry and then put it on. Okay, see, now it looks good though. He's got a little bubble in his arm. Okay, now I'm just gonna go around his outline real quick with the rest of the orange on this brush to fill in like the white in between the blue and the orange. Make it kind of transition, right? Sometimes you don't want it to do that, but I will. I'll do it right now. His fingers on this hand are like way more obvious than his fingers on this hand. Maybe he's got like a fist. I'm not gonna like paint it to make it look more like a fist if you thought that I was gonna do that, but I can make it look awful instead. How about that? Might need another blob on this. That looks really bad. I kind of messed him up. I'm gonna wait for the blue to dry there a little bit, and I'll move back to his face. I said back like we've been there, still haven't done anything there yet, but I'm gonna do it now. Maybe I should edit this and make it a short so people like it. But that's fine. What do I want? Okay. Let's go in with Plum and just do his face. What? Yeah, that's you heard me. I'm doing his face. Sexual style. Not sexual style, by the way. I'm doing it normal style. Normal awesome style. Would you guys like this video more if the background noise wasn't there? I did it because I thought it'd be funny, but I didn't think this video would be 20 minutes long either. So, there's that. I also think I might have to end this video in a second. But I won't. I won't do it. It kind of looks like Garfield if you think about it. Reminds me of that stupid orange cat. No, he's awesome. I'm not gonna have fun with Garfield, dude. Are you kidding me? I'm not insane. His fans will kill me. Okay, so we got his face. I wish I had black, but I wasn't told to use black, so I'm not gonna. Get the rest of the paint off this brush onto the canvas. And then I'll move on to his, like, eyeball. So, after the interruption, I did some touch-ups, and I realized I kind of just made evil Garfield. I know he doesn't have a tail, but like the orange guy with ears, kind of Garfield, which wasn't what I was going for. But I don't really know if I want to add more, to be honest. I don't really know how to add to this, unless I like scoop out with orange to make these triangles the eyes, and then make this the mouth. But I don't know if I want to ruin it. So if you guys think that I should change it and like go like this, and like make this the mouth, make these the eyes, tell me. Otherwise, I'm gonna leave it like it is. I think his name's like Grunko. In fact, I'll sign it. I'll sign the Grunk with not that brush, this brush. And then I'll come back to this later if you guys think that I should fix it. Otherwise, I'm just gonna leave it how it is, because I think it's okay. It's okay. It's alright. But let me sign it. It's gonna be backwards view, maybe. Grunk, it's backwards to you. It's normal to me. Grunk. That is Grunk. By Fantascian. I know this is very enthralling. That says it's backwards. It says by Fantascian, if you couldn't tell, which you probably couldn't. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end this because I don't know what to do. What do you guys think of Grunk? Leave your opinions below if I should fix him or just leave him how he is. Subscribe if you want to see some more not so quality content from me, Fantascian. Become one of the Fantasci fam, and like the video.